Good afternoon, everyone. I'm truly honored to be here with you today, sharing my journey at the intersection of architecture, AI, and love. My name is Kelvin, Jiang Junling, and I'm an architect from Hong Kong. I hold a master's degree from Harvard and a bachelor degree from Cornell. In 2023, I joined Groundwork as a design director after working at the most prestigious firms in London and Hong Kong. My work has taken me across the globe, including the Middle East, the United States, and Europe. But surprisingly, it is love that has brought me home to China. Today, I want to share with you 3 stories from my life. Stories about embracing new possibilities. I hope they resonate with you. Now, the first story is about how I lost my job. At the end of 2022, work had become stagnant at my old office, and I was forced to take a leave of absence. There was no future at this company, but my boss at the time was determined to turn things around. I had worked for him on and off for 10 years, and he had become like a mentor to me. I've seen him turn things around twice in the past, so there's no reason for me to suspect that he can't do the same this time. During the next 6 months, we struggled to get any new projects into the company, and operations were grinding to a halt. Everyone around me advised me to leave, my family, my friends, but I didn't listen. I was being stubborn. Then one day, my mentor passed away unexpectedly, leaving the company behind and all the staff unemployed, including me. I thought to myself, did I make the wrong decision to stay? There were 4 other employees at the company at the time, and I had just become their leader. Now I had a choice. I can either say good luck to my colleagues and go pursue my own career path, or I can try to keep the team together and find a new home collectively. The choice was easy for me. A few months later, I managed to secure 3 offers to my whole team after numerous interviews, meetings, negotiations with different parties. Trust me, it was not an easy task. One of the offers allows us to work on my old mentor's projects, which was the most important for all of us. In the end, we made a decision together to accept this offer. And since then, we have been working happily together and have grown closer as a result. Now, was there a moment I considered to jump ship before all this had happened? Sure, that was the easy way out. But we don't always do things based on what we get in return. Sometimes our beliefs are more important than our rationale. In this case, I chose to follow my intuition and my heart. I didn't see it then, but it turned out that becoming jobless all of a sudden is the best thing that could ever happen to me. The helplessness of waiting was replaced by the possibility of starting over again. It gave me the urgency to get back on my feet and finally allowed me to move on to the next chapter of my life. Now, the second story is about how I learned to communicate with AI. During my leave of absence, I had the time to pursue something outside of architecture. I was curious what AI could do. So I started to develop a superhero character called Captain Hong Kong as a form of social commentary using AI. I experimented with different platforms, both text and image generation. I watched all available YouTube tutorials, and I trained myself on the techniques of prompt engineering. I spent endless nights testing through trial and error. And these are some of the results from that curious experiment. There's an actual IG page that I created, so if you guys are interested, go check it out. It's a little bit way out, but it's fun for me. So I developed 3 characters, Captain Hong Kong, Gold, and Bitcoin. Now, none of this had hope of any practical application in my life. It was just fun for me. But a few months ago, we faced a task at work to create the most imaginative spaces in the world. Normally, this would take a team of 3 to 5 architects working over 2 to 3 months to complete the task. But we managed to do it in less than 3 days with the knowledge I had gained from creating Captain Hong Kong using AI. Since then, our company has been using AI to jumpstart many other projects. We think that this will become the major trend in the future. Of course, it was impossible to know at the time, but now it is very clear looking back. Was it sheer luck, or did being curious really help me in life? Most certainly it did, in the most unexpected way. This was a revelation for me, as if things just started to fall in place with just a spark of curiosity. So be curious, learn something new. You never know how it could help you down the road. And the third story is about how I met Matilda. I took a sabbatical from work 4 months after joining my new company. It was not something I had considered or planned on doing. So why did I take a break all of a sudden? At the beginning of 2023, I went to Bangkok to pray for the first time. I was lost, and things were falling apart in my life. Things did not improve for me. A few months later, I lost 2 mentors who had shaped my career. I exhausted all my savings during my leave of absence, and my personal life was a mess. The first half of the year was consumed with hopelessness, just waiting for things to happen. By the second half, I had lost my job and potentially everything I had worked for the past 2 years. I hit rock bottom, but sometimes hitting the bottom can be a catalyst for change. It took me several months to recover and get back on my feet. And just when I thought I was ready to focus on rebuilding my life, I was offered the opportunity to participate in a reality TV show called 半熟恋人. My first reaction was laugh out loud, and I flat out declined. I simply had no time to love. However, my boss urged me to watch previous seasons of the show. After watching, I thought to myself, it doesn't hurt to try. It's not like they would pick me anyway. But after several rounds of interviews and home visits, I was shocked to find out that I had been selected for the show. At the time, my Mandarin was horrible, and it's still horrible now, which made me nervous about joining a show in China. Yet I realized that true growth often happens outside of our comfort zone. We must confront our fears and engage with new possibilities. I had a choice: stay in my comfort zone, focus on my career, and try to recover what I had lost. Or I can take a leap of faith and embrace the unknown. I chose the latter. Then on December 31st, 2023, everything changed. I met Matilda on the show, and our connection was instant, electric. But the real twist, we discovered that we had both been at the same temple in Bangkok nearly a year ago, making our prayers at the same time. It felt like destiny had orchestrated our meeting long before we even knew it. And the rest is TV history. As I reflect on these 3 stories about embracing new possibilities, I want to leave you with this one thought. Life is a series of intersections, moments where paths are crossed and choices are made. We often find ourselves at crossroads, facing uncertainty. It's in these moments that we must have the courage to trust our instincts, to open ourselves up to new experiences, and to take a leap of faith. Don't shy away from challenges. Embrace your curiosity and let your guard down once in a while. Every encounter can be a chance for a change. Life's unpredictability is not something to fear, but something to embrace. So I encourage you to be bold in your decisions, to indulge in your passions, and to stay connected to one another. Because at the end of the day, it's those connections, those moments of shared humanity that will define our journeys and lead us to the most meaningful possibilities. As we navigate this rapidly transforming world, let's not forget the power of human connection. Technology can enhance our lives, but it is the content, love, understanding, empathy that truly transform us. Thank you.